We all have an expiry date, and unfortunately, we just don't know when it's going to happen. Today the video I wanted to make is just on the back of something that happened, and it's at the back of something that happened, and someone I knew passed, and it made me realize that sometimes I've been spiraling, mostly in the last couple of days. I've been spiraling into like weird thoughts about insignificant things, and then when something like that happens, you start thinking about the person, you start thinking about the family, you start thinking about the kids of that person, you start thinking about, I don't know, you start thinking about yourself as well, your own mortality, and then it makes you realize what is really important in life. And what is really important is to make sure that no matter what you do of your life is actually that you have no regrets. So if you feel that I always wanted to take that trip, well, just take that trip. And even if it's related to work, it's okay. Like if you always wanted to go for something much more purposeful, go for it. If you want that promotion, go for it. If you want to lose weight, well, go for it. Go to that gym class. And I think sometimes we focus on the wrong things and not enough on the good ones, and the problem is that we forget, right? We forget. Something happens, you think about it, and then in the next few days you think about it, and then all of a sudden you go back to your old habits. And that's what we shouldn't do, because life is short. Life is very short. And I will always remember something that one of my family members told me when a few months before she passed. And she told me on her hospital bed, basically looking at me with a smile, telling me, and I will never remove that image from my mind. She told me, like, just enjoy life. Life is short, just enjoy it. And it is very important, like, that we enjoy every single moment that we have in life. Hug your loved ones. Tell them that you love them. Don't try to procrastinate. If you have to meet a friend, go and meet that friend. If you haven't called someone you love, just pick up that phone and call them, or send a message, say something. For so long I've been I've been holding my emotions a lot. I don't know why. Maybe because I was scared of being judged by others. So I haven't been able, like, to say exactly what I felt at the moment, even with my loved ones, even with my parents. But throughout the years, living abroad, being an expat, it has taught me that, well, again, you have to enjoy every single moment that you have. You have to tell the people that you love every single time that you love them, because again, you don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know who said that, but I remember my partner telling me something about the fact that, for instance, for some reason, maybe one year, I didn't want to go back home for XY reasons. And she told me something that was very interesting, and I think she heard it somewhere else, but basically what she told me is, like, if your parents were to live 20, 30, God bless, like 20 or 30 years more, you don't have 20 or 30 years more with them. If you go back home every year, you only have 20 times, you only have 30 times more with them. And that's true. And basically, when you see it from that perspective, you're like, okay, so yeah, I need to do something about it, which is why I try as much as possible to go back home 2 or 3 times a year. But overall, what I wanted to say is that we all have an expiry date, right? it's not like your products in your cupboard saying like, oh, best before XYZ. No, in our case, we really don't know when it's going to happen. And at the end of the day, there are more important things in life. Are you willing to take that step today towards like a much more fulfilling life? Fulfilling career, if that's what's important for you, but overall a fulfilling life. Are you willing to take that step? Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. You need to take a step now. Because tomorrow, again, is not guaranteed. Yesterday is gone. It's gone. You can't go back. Sometimes you wish you could, but you can't go back. The only time that you can make a decision and you can actually change something is now. Now. Now, this morning, I didn't want to wake up early. I didn't want to go to the gym, but I pushed myself because again, I'm like, me staying in bed, not moving, it's not going to make me wake up early. I was not going to go to the gym, enjoy my session, come back home, have a good breakfast, sit now, do that video. I wouldn't have done it. I would have like 10,000 excuses. Trust me, I think I could create like a dictionary of excuses. But my actions now already makes a difference in my life. And that's why it is very important for us to understand that procrastination is not going to lead you anywhere. The only thing it can lead you to is regrets. You don't want regrets. You want to live the moment now. So it's not going to be a very long video, but that's what I just wanted to say. It was not the video I had planned for today, but you know what? Life happens. And I thought it was very important for me to just tell you that I believe in you. I believe in your potential. I believe in my potential as well. And I'm sure like with this community we will be able like to push each other towards like our goals and make sure that we get better. Like 1% each day. That's all you need. Just 1%. But just don't, you have 24 hours in a day. There is always time for you to do whatever you want. Don't waste that time. Like please don't waste that time. And I'll keep you accountable. Keep me accountable as well. If there is 1 week but I'm not posting anything, just keep me accountable. Like put it in your comments. Like I don't know, send a pigeon, like messenger or something like that. But let's keep each other accountable, because I think that's what liking nowadays is like, that solidarity that we can all have to push each other forward, to make us achieve our goals and dreams, and also making sure that we are not wasting our time. Once again, I love you, I care about you, and I believe in you. And I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. And I'll see you soon.